If you look at our performance this year, but you can go back last year or even the year before. We're coming now just over 2 years of very solid, positive performance trends. And I think a lot of that's attributed to the way we position the book to be geared to an economy that is stable with modest growth, not an economy that needs to be growing rapidly to make money, and not to a particular directional trend. So again, as long as we're seeing reasonable economic growth and don't fall into a recession, I think we're positioned very well for that. Now, in terms of comparing it to an equity benchmark, we don't like to compare ourselves to an equity benchmark. I think clients already have plenty of equity exposure elsewhere in their portfolios, just like fixed income exposure they have elsewhere in their portfolios. So what we're trying to do is create a return stream that will help to diversify client portfolios and give them a very unique return structure to help the overall efficiency of their portfolios. So we're doing that by leveraging floating rate cash flowing assets with a little bit of event equity mixed in, and we think that gives people the best opportunity to diversify what they have and put up reasonably good returns in a fairly volatile environment. When you look at that against some of the other hedge fund benchmarks that people talk about, we're having one of our best years of outperformance against the hedge fund benchmarks. And I think, again, that's because we're staying away from the CTA macro strategies, and we're also staying away from the long-short equity strategies, which tend to have a long bias to them, which have not been performing well in this environment. So it's as much about the things we are investing in, but it's also very much about the things we aren't investing in. So again, for the environment, as we see it playing out over the next 6 to 12 months, I think we're well positioned for that.
All investments are subject to risk, including the possible loss of the money you invest. For more information about SkyBridge Multi-Advisor Hedge Fund Portfolios Series G and the SkyBridge G2 Fund, call 1-888-759-2730 to obtain a prospectus. Investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other important information about a fund are contained in the prospectus. Read and consider it carefully before investing. This webcast is for educational purposes only. We recommend that you consult a professional advisor about your individual situation.